NCET 2026, awareness about recent educational initiatives. Okay, and the syllabus specifically wants to cover us the topics of constitutional provisions, the Right to Education Act 2009, the Right for Persons with Disability Act 2016, NEP 2020, National Curriculum Framework for School Foundation Stage and School Education 2022-2023, Girls Education and SEDG schemes, okay, and Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. So these are the major concepts that we are going to discuss in today's class. We'll wait for 2 more minutes. We'll see if few more students join, and once they join, we'll just start the class. Meanwhile, if you have any doubts, any questions, any queries related to the previous class or anything else you want to ask me in general, you can ask me now. Students who are there in the class. Yes. If you have anything else to ask me regarding this exam or anything else, you can ask me based on whatever we have discussed till now. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we'll start the class then. Thank you, Tej Academy, for letting me know that. Okay. So let us move on to the first question. Are you all ready? Are you there with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. Even one yes is enough. I hope others are also here. Yes, in the chat box also they have come. Okay. Let us move on to the first question. Let us first discuss the questions on constitutional provisions. So the first question is the constitutional amendment that transferred education from the state list to concurrent list was 42nd Amendment Act 1976, option B 44th Amendment Act 1978, option C 86th Amendment Act 2002, or option D 93rd Amendment Act 2005. Which was the constitutional amendment that transferred education from state list to the concurrent list? Okay, now we say education is in the concurrent list.
Option C.
Option C is what Gayatri is saying, 86th Amendment Act 2002. What about
Sir,
others?
option A, sir. Option A.
Option A. Okay, Gayatri says option A.
Shailaja, sir.
Sorry, Shailaja. Okay, sorry. Shailaja says option A. Others? Soumya also says option A. Okay, so does Patyusha. So yes, one very important thing that you all need to remember is that education was originally a state subject under Indian Constitution. States had all the law, all the liberty, right, to look into what is the need of the state. Then came the 42nd Amendment Act. Remember the 42nd Amendment Act. Okay. What did this 42nd Amendment Act did? In the year 1976, it transferred education from state list to the concurrent list. So what happened with this? Both government, right, giving both central government and state government the power. So this 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act in the year 1976 gave both central government and state government the power to legislate on educational matters. Okay. So this enabled national level reforms. Because of this, national level reforms were able to be brought in while preserving state level implementation flexibility. That is why when a new national curriculum framework comes or when a new national policy comes, states can either accept the policy or take some aspects of it, or they can completely deny the policy, as we have seen in the case of what Tamil Nadu did with NEP 2020. So what is the correct answer here now?
Option A.
Yes, as you all correctly said, it's option A, the 42nd Amendment Act 1976, during which, right, the education moved from state list to concurrent list. So earlier it was completely in the control of state. Now both central government and state, can bring reforms. States have the autonomy, but central government can also, contribute. Any doubt here?
No doubt, sir.
Okay, great. Let us move on to the next question then. Question number 2. Article 21A, which makes free and compulsory education a fundamental right for children aged 6 to 14, was inserted by the option A, 86th Amendment Act 2002, option B, 42nd Amendment Act 1976, option C, 73rd Amendment Act 1992, option D, 44th Amendment Act 1978. So Article 21A, which makes free and compulsory education as a fundamental right, which was inserted by which amendment and in which year?
Option A, sir.
Okay. So Shailaja says option A, 86th Amendment Act 2002. What about others?
Option A, sir.
Option A. Okay. What about others? Okay, so in the chat box also, Soumya and Pratyusha have said same, option A. So Article 21A, right? The name of Article 21A is right to education. What does it exclusively say? It states that the state shall provide free and compulsory education. Remember the state, not the central government. The state shall provide free and compulsory education to all children of the age 6 to 14 years. 6 to 14 years. In such manner as the state may determine. Okay. So the state has the freedom to determine in what manner it wants to, but it has to compulsory provide education for children from age 6 to 14. This was inserted by the 86th Constitutional Amendment Act 2002. And after that, it made elementary education a fundamental right. Okay. So as you all correctly stated, in the option A, 86th Amendment Act 2002 is the correct answer here. Great. Let us move on to the next question then. Question number 3. The right of religious and linguistic minorities to establish and administer educational institutions is guaranteed under option A, Article 29 of the Constitution, option B, Article 45 of the Constitution, option C, Article 46 of the Constitution, or option D, Article 30 of the Constitution.
Option D, sir.
Option B.
Article 30.
Option D. Okay. So Gayatri says option D, Article 30.
Shailaja, sir.
Sorry, Shailaja. I'm a little confused because I've moved you down. Okay, great.
Sir, option D, sir.
Option D. So all of you say option D, Article 30. What does Article 30 of the Constitution talk about then? Can anyone help me out here? As you all are saying it's option D, Article 30. Can anyone help me out with what does Article 30 talk about? Okay, no problem. So Article 30. Yes. I'm sorry, Shailaja. Please go ahead.
Grants all minorities, whether based on religion or language, the right to establish and administrate educational institutes of their choice, sir.
Exactly correct, Shailaja. Thank you so much. So Article 30 talks about the right of minorities, which includes both religious and linguistic. Linguistic means language-based. So it gives right to these minorities to establish institutions, right? Establish and administer educational institutions of their choice. That's why you can see there are a lot of religious institutions in our country. Okay, because this right has been provided by Article 30 of the Indian Constitution, which you all have correctly answered. Great. So,
Sir, can you explain about Article 46, sir?
Article 46 of the Indian Constitution, for sure, Shailaja. So, before I ask, does anyone know? Okay, well, let us not waste time. So, what Article 46 talked about is, Article 46 states that the state shall promote education for economic interest of weaker sections. Okay, Article 46 talks about weaker. Yes, Gayatri, exactly correct. Thank you. I'm sorry I did not give time. So Article 46 talks about weaker sections. Weaker sections means specifically SC, ST. Okay, and other weaker sections also. So the main purpose what Article 46 try to serve here is the protection of SC, ST and other weaker sections from social injustice and exploitation. Okay, so prevention from social injustice and exploitation of particularly vulnerable groups such as SC, ST and other weaker sections is what Article 46 talks about. Okay, Shailaja?
Okay, sir.
Okay, great. Thank you for asking that question. And thank you, Gayatri.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry for interrupting you. Let us move to the next question. Question number 7. In Unnikrishnan versus State of AP 1993, the Supreme Court held that free education up to age 14 is option A non-justiciable directive principle only. Option B, a privilege granted by state governments only. Option C, a statutory right under the RTE Act 2009. Or option D, a fundamental right flowing from Article 21.
Sir, option D, sir.
Option D says Shailaja. Shailaja, you can you please explain us a little about the case in Unnikrishnan versus State of Andhra Pradesh? There are two major Supreme Court cases that have brought significant reforms. One is Unnikrishnan versus the State of AP. The other one is Mohan Jain versus the State of Karnataka 1992. So these are very important for you as students to remember. What change did they brought? How did they move things? Any idea what might be the correct answer? Only one person has answered. Shailaja, you said option D, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what about others?
D.
So Priya also says. Okay, let me just read you out. Let me just tell you what is this Unnikrishnan versus State of AP. So in 1996, there was a problem. Okay, and Supreme Court gave a directive. Supreme Court confirmed that free education for children aged 6 to 14 is a fundamental right. Right? This was stated way before. But then look at the question, what is it asking? Right? In Unnikrishnan versus State of AP 1993, the Supreme Court held that free education up to age of 14 is. So what did it pave way for is being asked here. Right? This Supreme Court verdict, what did it pave way for? It paved way for, as you all correctly said, option D, that is a fundamental right. Sorry, I'll put the tick mark here. That the fundamental right of flowing from Article 21, a fundamental right flowing from Article 21. Okay. Yes. So this today's session is going to be very fact focused because most of the educational initiatives or what we're discussing here today, the different aspects, the government, constitutional amendments or all of the other things, they're all fact-based, fact-focused. So the questions are also going to be of the same caliber. So moving on to the next question. Question number 13. The RTE Act 2009 came into effect on 1st April 2010, 1st January 2010, 15th August 2010 or 26th January 2011.
Option A, sir.
Gayatri says it's option A,
First
April
April.
1, 2010.
First April.
Supriya?
First April, sir.
Sorry? 1st April, okay. Joshika and Suvarna have also said April 1. Yes, you all are correct.
Option A, sir.
Yes, you all are correct. It's option A, 1st April 2010. Okay. We all know about RTE, Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act 2009, also known as RTE Act, was enacted on 4th August 2009. Please remember, if the question is asked about the enactment, then the date is 4 August 2009 if they ask about the enactment. And when they talk about it, when did it came into effect? Yes, Shailaja?
Nothing, sir.
Okay.
Sir, what is the difference?
Supriya, please, can you please ask me again?
Sir, what is the difference between enactment and came into effect?
See, enactment means the law was put forward, right? It was discussed, it was put forward, and it became an act in the year 2010, April 1. Okay. So there are a lot of legal things that have to happen, right? So there is first these things are brought in and then a lot of discussion happens in both the houses, right? There is Lok Sabha, there is Rajya Sabha, and then it moves on to become an act. So it came into effect on April 1, 2010, but it was enacted on 4th August 2009. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there are a lot of key provisions that you already know about RTE 2009, that is coverage of fees, right? Then 25% reservation, no detention, and norms and standards. A lot of things. I hope you all have already discussed that. Let us move on to the next question then. Yes. Under section 12, 1C, private unaided schools must reserve what percentage of seats for disadvantaged groups? Okay. Under section 12, part 1C, what percentage of seats, right, should private or unaided schools reserve for disadvantaged groups? Is it option A 10% of total seats at entry level, option B 15%, option C 33%, or option D 25%?
Option D, sir. 25%.
Yes, as I just now said that 25% of seats have to be reserved. For whom? Have to be reserved for students from disadvantaged groups or weaker sections, both the private schools and unaided schools. This is from class 1 or pre-primary itself, okay, till the age of 14. Any doubt in this question then? Please remember, this again is part 12 of Article 21 itself. Okay. Yes. So let us move on to the next question then. Okay. Section 17 of RTE Act specifically prohibits option A, admission of children with disabilities, option B, corporal punishment and mental harassment, option C, formation of school management committees, or option D, deployment of trained teachers in school.
Sir, option B, sir.
Yes, Shailaja, which can you please repeat? I'm sorry.
Option B, sir.
Option B, corporal punishment and mental harassment.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what about others? Yes. So what Shailaja has answered is completely correct. Section 17 of RTE Act specifically prohibits or stops or makes corporal punishment and mental harassment of students illegal. Okay. It is a punishable offense. Clear. Okay, great. Thank you, Shailaja. Let us move on to the next question then. Question number 19. The 2019 amendment to the RTE Act allows states to, option A, charge capital fees in government schools. Option B, conduct examinations in class 5 and class 8. Option C, reduce the PTR from 1:30 to 1:50 overall. And option D, extend coverage from age 14 to age 18. In option C, PTR means, this can be asked as a separate question also. Does anyone have an idea what is the full form of PTR? Yes. PT ratio. What is this PT ratio?
Sir, it is pupil teacher ratio.
Yes, it's pupil teacher ratio. Okay.
Pupil. Yes, sir.
Yes, it is the pupil. Pupil means who? Who are the pupil then?
Students.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. So it's Pupil teacher ratio, PTR. Now, what is the correct answer here?
Options.
The 2019 amendment to the RTE Act allows states to do which of the following?
Option B, sir.
Option B, conduct examinations in class 5 and 8 is what Shailaja says. What about others? Okay, so we'll not waste any time. Shailaja is correct. Option B is the correct answer. The 2019 amendment to RTE Act, what did it did? It allowed states to conduct examinations in class 5 and class 8. What was there? What did it go against? What did this amendment go against? Can anyone tell me? There was a policy. There's a policy called ND policy. Anyone have heard about it? I'm not abbreviating it so that you can try to answer. If not, I will tell you. You might have heard about it also. Have you all heard about no detention policy? Yes.
Sir,
So,
due to some technical issue, I did not hear, sir, what you said, sir. Now,
okay, I'll ask again. I'm sorry for the technical issue. So, 2019 Amendment Act stated that examination should be conducted for class 5 and class 8 to allow students to enter into class 6 and class 9. So before this, what was there due to which students were shifted or passed to class 6th and 9th without proper examinations? Even if examinations are done, they were pushed. What was the policy that was there? The policy's abbreviation is NDP. So it was no detention policy. So no detention policy said that no child should be detained in a particular grade. They should be passed. And they said that if a child is failing to pass, it's not the fault of the child, but the fault of the teacher. Right? They stated that when the child is at school, right, maybe from morning 9 to evening 3, evening 5, whatever the time it is, the child is there in school for so much long time, that means the system has failed. The school has failed, the administration has failed, not the child. But then in 2019, an amendment was made to RTE Act to allow states to conduct exams for class 5 and 8, and students can be detained if they don't pass. Is it clear? Any doubts here? There was a lot of
no
hue and
doubt,
cry.
sir.
If you'll just type no detention policy, you'll see a lot of articles on internet. Question number 21. Minimum teacher qualification under RTE are prescribed by option A, the University Grants Commission UGC. Option B, the National Council for Teacher Education. Option C, the Central Board of Secondary Education. Option D, the National Assessment and Accreditation.
Option B, sir.
Okay, option B, NCTE is what Shailaja says. What about others?
Option B.
Suvarna also says option B, the National Council for Teacher Education. Others?
Option B, sir.
Option B, yes. In yesterday's class also, we were discussing about NCTE and its role. Maybe yesterday's or day before yesterday's class, we were discussing about the National Council of Teacher Education, which gives the minimum teacher qualifications and prepares and regularizes the teacher education programs across India. So, National Council for Teacher Education is the correct answer. So, let me ask you one question orally. If a teacher who has completed a 4-year course or a 2-year B.Ed course want to get into a central government teaching job, which examination should they, clear, which is compulsory for them in order to apply for a central government teaching post? Do you want me to repeat the question?
Yes, sir.
For a individual who completed their 4-year teaching program or 2-year teaching program, B.Ed or BSc Ed, which exam should they pass in order to apply for central government teaching positions?
TET, sir.
Okay, teacher eligibility test is for the state level. What about the central level?
Sir, NET.
Tommy also said TET. No, NET is not for this. NET is for assistant professorship.
It is
TET is correct, but that is state level. What about central? Yeah, correct. You just have to add one C in front of it. What will it become if you add a C in front of TET?
CTET, sir.
Yes, it will become CTET or CTET. We also call it CTET, or it is also known as CTET. That is Central Teacher Eligibility Test. Remember,
Yes.
for a for an individual who has completed a B.Ed program or a BSc B.Ed program, or BA B.Ed or BCom B.Ed, anything that has a B.Ed in it, right? For them to become a central government teacher, it is compulsory for them to clear the CTET or CTET examination. And who conducts this CTET examination?
CBSE, sir.
Exactly. Thank you, Shailaja. Correct. CBSE conducts the CTET examination. So I hope you are clear up with the extra information. Let us move on to the next question. Question number 24. Women must constitute what proportion of parent members on SMCs? What is this SMCs? Did your school had an SMC? What is this
School
SMC?
Management Committee, sir.
Exactly, Shailaja. Thank you so much. It's School Management Committee. Now, what percentage of the school management committee should constitute with women parent members?
50%, sir.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Others, as Shailaja said, the correct answer is 50% of parents. 50% of the parent representatives in the SMC should be women. Okay? Should be women. Please remember this. It's very important. 50% of the members at the school management committee. So school management committee is a committee at school which will have different members. Parents will be the members, teachers will be the members, school administrators will be there. Other than that, local panchayat members or the municipal members or the area members who hold major key positions in the area. All those people will come together and form the school management committee. And what it states is that 50% of the parent representatives in that a particular number of committee members should be parents. In that 50% should be women. Okay. Any doubt here? Okay, no problem. Let us go to the second one then. Next one, sorry. Question number 25. At the time of enactment, the RTE Act excluded the state of option A, Jammu and Kashmir under its own laws. Option B, Kerala, which had its own legislation. Option C, Tamil Nadu with a different curriculum. Option D, Maharashtra with a separate framework.
Option A, sir.
Jammu and Kashmir under its own laws.
Okay, Supriya and Shailaja say it's Jammu and Kashmir. The question asks at the time when RTE 2000 RTE Act was enacted, one state was excluded. Okay, which state is it? So Shailaja and Supriya say it's Jammu and Kashmir. What about others?
Option A, sir.
Option A. Okay. Others? Yes. So all of you who have answered are correct. I was just waiting for others to answer. So it was the state of Jammu and Kashmir. It was excluded from the enactment of the RTE Act. Okay, initially. Now it also comes under RTE Act. Okay. So option A, Jammu and Kashmir is the correct answer. Let us move on to the next question. The RPWD Act 2016 replaced the option A, Persons with Disability Act 1995. Option B, Mental Health Act 1987 exclusively. Option C, National Trust Act 1999 exclusively. Option D, Rehabilitation Council Act 1992 only.
Sir, option A, sir.
Yes, sir.
Gayatri and Shailaja, option A. What about others? I hope you all are there in the class. Yes. Okay, Suvarna and Soumya also say option A.
Sir, option A.
Option A. Supriya says option A. What about others? Okay, so option A is the correct answer. It replaced the Persons with Disability Act 1995. So please remember, if the question comes in which year did PWD Act come, it is in the year 1995. Okay, so the RPWD Act was passed by Parliament in December 2016. Okay, and it was notified on 28 December 2016. Right, and it replaced the, as we discussed, the PWD Act 1995. So it was, enacted to fulfill India's obligation to implement the United Nations Conventions for the Right for Persons with Disabilities, which India ratified in 2007. Okay, correct. Let us move on to the next question then.
Sir, I couldn't hear the last statement. Can you please repeat it?
Okay, so this act was enacted to fulfill an obligation. Okay, this obligation was to, to UNCRPD, that is United Nations Convention for Right for Persons with Disabilities. Okay, so which India had ratified in the year 2007. To fulfill this, the RPWD Act had come, because the old Persons with Disability Act, which had been enforced in the year 1995, missed a major of international changes that have been brought for persons with disabilities. So to fulfill what UNCRPD had brought in the year 2007, to fulfill that, India passed the RPWD Act, which replaced the PWD Act in 1995. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Supriya, for asking that question. Let us move on to the next question then. Question number 30. Reservation in government jobs under RPWD Act was increased from 3% to option A, 4% across specified categories, option 5%, option C, 6%, or option D, 8%.
4%, sir.
Okay, Gayatri says it's option A, 4%. What about others?
Option A, sir.
Option A. Okay, so you all are correct. So it was increased from 3 to 4%. Okay, reservation was increased from 3% to 4% under the RPWD Act. Reservation in government jobs for persons with disabilities. Moving on to the next question then. Yes. Okay, question number 36. Limited guardianship in RPWD Act replaced the concept of option A, educational guardianship for children. Option B, plenary guardianship granting total control. Option C, temporary guardianship for treatment. Or option D, financial guardianship for property only.
Option B, sir.
Option B. What about others? Okay, Rajata has also said option B. What about others?
Option B, sir.
Option B. Okay, you all are correct. It's option B. So, plenary guardianship granting total control. So what happened during the PWD Act, there was something called as plenary guardianship. So it granted total control to the guardian over the person, right? The guardian had total complete over the person even though the person, had any kind of disability. Okay. What RPWD Act did, it brought in something called as limited guardianship. So what happened with limited guardianship? The person with disabilities, right? They got a little bit of autonomy to respect the autonomy of the individual who has any kind of, disability, or now we call special ability, right? To grant them autonomy, because if there is complete control of guardian over them, then they cannot exhibit autonomy. So that is why it was changed from plenary guardianship to limited guardianship. Okay, let us go to the next question then. Question number 39. NEP 2020 replaces the previous national policy on education of A. NEP 1986 modified in 1992 as POA.
Sir, option A.
B. Okay, Supriya said option A. I'll read other options also. Option B, NEP 1968 modified in 1976. NCF 2005 modified in 2010, or POA 1992 modified in 2002. So Supriya has already said option A. What about others?
Option
Alina
A,
says
sir.
option A. Shailaja says option A.
Option A, sir.
Yes, option A. So a few classes back, we were discussing about this, that after a very, very, very long time, okay? So after almost like 86 to 96, 96 to 6, right? Then 6 to 16, almost after 34 years, we got a new national education policy. So the National Education Policy 1986 was replaced. And remember, this POA is nothing but the implementation of National Policy of 1986 called as Program of Action. Okay. POA is known as Program of Action. Now, who was the Prime Minister of India when NEP 1986 came? Any idea who was the Prime Minister of India when NEP 1986 came? Yes.
Sir, Rajiv Gandhi.
Yes, it was Rajiv Gandhi. So Rajiv Gandhi's government was the one that brought in NEP 1986. Also, have you heard about JNVs or Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So JNVs or Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas were also established based on the recommendation of NEP 1986. Okay. Other institutes that includes, for example, DIET, District Institute of Educational Technology, which offers courses such as DED. Now they're offering BEd also. So they were also established under NEP 1986. Other than that, if any of your parents are teachers, or if you know any of your relatives or parents, friends working in these centers are known as BRC and CRC, Block Resource Center or Cluster Resource Center. These were also established or brought in under the NEP 1986 and POA 1992. JNVs, the DIETs, the BRCs, and the CRCs. Any doubt here? Do you want me to explain anything, or shall we move on to the next question?
No doubt, sir.
Okay, great. Let us move on to the next question then. Let me quickly erase this. Okay. Question number 41. The National Mission for Foundational Literacy and Numeracy is called Diksha Bharat for Digital Skills. Option B, Nishtha Bharat for Teaching Training. Option C, Nipun Bharat for Reading and Mathematics. Option D, Parak Bharat for Assessment Reform.
Sir, option C,
Nipun
sir.
Bharat. Nipun Bharat.
Okay, so you all have jumped to option C, that is Nipun Bharat, right? As we can see here, yes, in the chat box also, Rajata and Soumya, you are correct. It is Nipun Bharat. So National NI.
Yes.
So National Mission for Foundational Literacy and Numeracy. So remember, Nipun is for the foundational literacy and numeracy. Foundation means from which class to which class? Yes. Foundational means from which class to which class?
To second standard.
Sorry, Gayatri, can you please be loud? Gayatri, you are correct.
From nursery to second standard.
Okay, from nursery to second standard is what Gayatri says. It's very close. So now they have changed the name. Earlier it was pre-primary, LKG, UKG, right? First standard and second standard. So now they call it Bal Vatika. Okay, they call it something called as Bal Vatika. Now there is Bal Vatika 1, okay, which is for age 3. So children as young as age 3 will study here. So Bal Vatika 1, age 3, Bal Vatika 2, age 4, Bal Vatika 3, age 5, class 1, age 6, class 2, age 7. So from age 3 to age 7 is the mission for foundational literacy and numeracy. What does foundational literacy mean? What does foundational literacy mean? So literacy means basic reading and writing. Numeracy means the basic mathematical abilities, such as counting numbers, able to understand numbers and how they function, all those things. Okay. So that is what FLN talks about. Let us move on to the next question. Let me quickly erase this. Yes. Okay. Question number 43. Mother tongue medium of instruction is recommended till at least option A, grade 5, preferably till grade 8. Option B, grade 3, preferably till grade 5. Option C, grade 8, preferably till grade 10. Option C, grade 10, preferably till grade 12.
Sir, option A. Grade
Then
5,
yes, sir.
preferably till
Rajata has
grade 8.
said option A. Supriya, Gayatri have also said option A. What about others?
Option A, sir.
Option A.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shailaja, Soumya and Suvarna have also said option A. Now, in the recent news, you all are correct, it's option A. But in the recent news, what? Okay, Shashivardhan also said option. Shashivardhan says option C. Shashivardhan, why have you said option C? Shashivardhan, why did you say that it is option C? Okay, no problem. So, medium of instruction is till grade 5, preferably till grade 8. Now, what in a recent news we had come that the what NEP 2020 is aiming as it is that by the year 2030, I believe. I'll just confirm and let you know. But then by the year 2030 or maybe 2035, they're planning to bring in this mother tongue as a compulsory subject till grade 10th. Okay, so they're going to bring in mother tongue as a compulsory subject in all schools till grade 10th. I'll just share the information as I get it. Recently, I read it in the news. Let us move on to the next question then. Yeah. Minimum CPD hours per year for teachers under NEP 2020. Option A, 25 hours annually. Option B, 50 hours annually. Option C, 75 hours annually. Or option D, 100 hours annually. Can anyone tell me what is this CPD? What do you mean
Continuous
by?
professional development, sir.
Okay, Shalaja, exactly. Thank you. Continuous professional development. Now,
Development.
how many hours has been
50 hours,
recommended?
sir.
Okay. So, Gayatri, did you answer that or Shailaja?
Shailaja, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Shailaja. The correct answer is 50 hours annually. And if you just go to internet and type the continuous professional development of teachers NEP 2020, you'll get a big list. And in that, for 50 hours, they've also specified which are the courses that teachers can take. Start going from computational thinking to ICT skills to lots of categories are given there. Okay. Coding is there. So many things are there. More than 50 are given, but teachers can select 50 among them and do this every year. Okay. So the minimum CPD hours per year for teachers under NEP 2020 is 50 hours annually. Okay. Let us move on to the next question then. Question number 53. NCFFS 2022 was released on option A, 20 October 2022, option B, 23rd August 2023, option C, 19 July 2020, or option D, 5 September 2021. This NCFFS, what does FS stand for?
Foundational stage, sir.
Exactly, correct. Both of you are correct. It's foundation stage. So it came in the year 2022, but on which date?
20 October, sir.
Yes, 20 October. What about others? Shailaja says 20 October. Okay, in chat box, Rajata says 20 October. What about others? So you all, okay. So others, please remember, as Shailaja and Rajata have correctly said, it's 20 October 2022 on the year or 2022 when a national curriculum framework for foundation stage was released. There is, after that year, the next year, NCFSE was released. What is this? What does this SE stand for?
School education.
School education. And in which year was NCFSE released?
2023.
23, sir.
2023. So please find out the date also. Maybe I've added a question. Let me.
23 August, sir.
23 August. Okay, that's great then. Okay, let us move on to the next question. Question number 54. The Panchakosha framework in NCFFS 2022 is from the option A, Bhagavad Gita Discourse on Karma. Option B, Tritiya Upanishad 5 sheets. Option C, Arthashastra Governance Principles. Or option D, Manusmriti's Code of Social Conduct.
RTE Upanishads 5.
So Priya, you're not audible. Can you please be a little louder?
Sir, option
Sir,
B.
option B, sir.
Okay, so Priya and Sailaja say option B.
Option B, sir.
Have you heard about the Panchakosha? Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, and Anandamaya, the Panchakoshas. They might ask you for
Sir.
specific koshas also, maybe. So it's better that you read them. Okay. So they each specific, like Annamaya is for food, right? Then there is Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, and Anandamaya.
Anandamaya.
Yes. So others, please remember. So it was the Taittiriya Upanishad, the 5 sheets of Taittiriya Upanishad. If you'll see, so it starts on the base, right? Then each kosha just goes around it, fulfilling. Then this makes the complete this thing, something like this. It goes. Yes. Okay. So please remember this and read about each specific kosha also. Let us move on to the next question. Sorry. Yeah. So National Curriculum Framework for School Education 2023 was chaired by option A, Dr. D.S. Kothari, option B, Dr. Yashpal, option C, Professor Krishna Kumar, or option D, Dr. Kasturi Rangan.
Sir, Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan, sir.
Okay. Shailaja says Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan. Rajata also says it's option D. What about others? Yes, Gayatri. Okay, Pratyusha also says it's option D. And you all are correct. It is option D, Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan, the former ISRO head, Indian Space Research Organization head, was the chair for National Curriculum Framework for School Education 2023. Yes, let us go ahead. Okay. KGBVs were upgraded under Samagra Shiksha from class 1-5 to class 1-8 coverage. Option B, class 6 to 8 to class 6 to 12. Option C, class 1 to 8 to class 1 to 10. Or option D, class 9 to 10 to class 9 to 12. What are these KGBVs? First of all, you tell me that. Then you tell me they were upgraded under Samagra Shiksha from which class to which class?
Sir, sir.
Shailaja, there is a network issue from your side, or I hope it is not from my side. What about others?
Kasturba Gandhi Vidya, sir.
Yes, Shailaja, you're correct. It's Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya, special schools for females. Now, they were upgraded under Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan from which class to which class?
From 8.
Class 6th to 8th, sir.
So, which option is correct?
Option B, sir.
Shailaja says option B. What about others? Gayatri, you were also saying something similar, right? Rajata says option B. So, yes, Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalayas are specific schools for girls. Okay? These are specific schools for girls, and these schools under Samagra Shiksha were upgraded from class 8 till class 12. Okay, they were given the coverage of class 6 to class 12. Here, free education is provided to girl children. Okay, correct. Great. Let us move on to the next question then. Question number 69. Vijnana Jyoti scheme encourages girls in option A, STEM fields, option B, classical arts fields, option C, commerce and business, or option D, humanities and literature.
Option.
Yes?
Option A, sir.
Option
Yes,
A.
sir.
Gayatri, what did you say? I think Gayatri also said option A. I did not hear. Can anyone help me out with what is the full form of STEM? Yes, Gayatri.
Option is.
Okay. What is the full form of STEM?
Sir,
Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, sir.
Yes, Supriya and Shailaja, you both are correct. It's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now the STEM has become STEAM. STEAM. A has been added. Now, what is this A? Can anyone help me out?
Art, sir.
Yes, A is nothing but the arts part. Now it has moved on to stream also, but then it is only in the research. It has not come in the policy level till now. So yes, if asked what is STEAM, please remember stream. There is A added and A represent arts. So the correct answer is in encouraging girls in the STEM fields is what Vignan Jyoti scheme does. Okay. Yes. Let us move on to the next question then. Question number 72. PM Poshan provides meals to children in classes. Option A, class 1 to class 5 at primary level only. Option B, class 1 to class 8 at primary and upper primary level. Option B, class 1 to class 10 including secondary students. Option D, class 1 to class 12 including higher secondary students.
Option B, sir.
Option B, class 1 to 8.
Option B, sir.
Rajata says option B. Gayatri says option B. What about others? What is this PM Poshan? What does it do?
Midday meal scheme, sir.
Very good. So PM Poshan was nothing but the midday meal scheme. So the midday meal scheme was renamed. Very recently it happened. Midday meal scheme was renamed as PM Poshan scheme. And yes, you have correctly answered. The correct answer is option B. It provides meals to children from class 1 to class 8 at primary and upper primary level. Great. Let us move on to next question then. Question number 76. Self-defense training for girls under Samagra Shiksha is called option A, Shakti Sadhan Suraksha Pershikshan. Okay. Option B, Beti Suraksha Kushal Vikas Training. Option C, Rani Lakshmibai Atma Raksha Persikshan. Option D, Savitribai Phule Atmanirbhar Yojana.
Option C, sir.
Sir, Rani Lakshmi by Atma Raksha.
Okay, Supriya and Shailaja says it's option C, Rani Lakshmi Bai. In chat box, Rajata also says it's Rani Lakshmi Bai, Atma Raksha Persikshan. Yes, you all are correct. So the self-defense training for girls under Samagra Shiksha, okay, is called as option C, as correctly said, Rani Lakshmi Bai, Atma Raksha Parikshan. Please remember our great Rani Lakshmi Bai, okay? If Samagra Shiksha, anything related to this is asked, the correct answer is this. Okay, great. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. So then what is this Shakti Sadhan Suraksha, Prashikshan?
5 o'clock class started. Prasanna sir told you people are not listening, no, so that we kept class for online.
Janisha, you have not muted your mic.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, this happens, no issues. So all the other options here has to confuse you. Okay, so option A, option B, or option D, these are to confuse. So don't get confused here. But if you look at major schemes, then there is Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, right? Then there is KGBB as we discussed. Then there is Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, right? This is for saving scheme for girls, education and marriage. Then there is Vignan Jyoti scheme as we discussed. Then CBSE has a Udan scheme, free online resources, weekend classes and monitoring for girls. And there is one more national scheme for incentive to girls for secondary education. Okay. This is for from KGBB schools. Okay. Let us move on to next question. The question number 79, very important question. Samagra Shiksha merged 3 schemes: SSA, RMSA, and teacher education. SSA, DPEP, operational blackboard. Option C, RMSA, RUSA, and midday meal scheme. Or option D, DPEP, operational blackboard, and RUSA.
Option A, sir.
Option A, sir.
Option A is what all of you say. Yes, you all are correct. It's option A. They merged. What is this SSA here?
Sarva Shiksha
Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, sir.
Very good. Exactly. SSA means Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. What about RMSA? Rashtriya
Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha
Shiksha
Abhiyan, sir.
Abhiyan. Very good. RMSA means Rashtriya Madhyamika Shiksha Abhiyan and the teacher education programs. Okay. These 3 schemes were merged and made into Samagra Shiksha. Okay. Yes. Great. What does this RUSA stand for? Can anyone tell me? What did this RUSA stand for? It stood for Rashtriya Uchatar Shiksha Abhiyan, the higher education post 12th class. Okay. RUSA means Rashtriya Uchatar Shiksha Abhiyan. What about DPEP? DPEP stood for District Primary Education Program, which was launched under NEP 1986. Okay. Please remember these also. I think DPP was in the year 1994. Please confirm it. Okay, let us move on to the next question then. Question number 83. Samagra Shishya covers education from option A, class 1 to 8 at elementary level. Option B, class 9 to 12 at secondary level. Option C, preschool to class 12, that is age 3 to 18. Or option D, class 6 to 10 at middle level only.
Sir, option C, sir.
Sorry, Gayatri?
Option C, sir.
Yes, sir.
Option C. So in chat box also Rajat and Suvarna have said option C. So you all are correct. Samagra covers all from preschool to class 12. Okay, Samagra means from preschool to class 12. Remember that. So all of you have answered. Yes, Yukti, you all are correct. It's preschool to class 12, age 3 to 18 as per NEP 2020. Now, let us move on to the next one. Question number 85. Samagra Shiksha is a scheme of the option A, Ministry of Home Affairs of India. Option B, Ministry of Women and Child Development. Option C, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Or option D, Ministry of Education, Government of India.
Option D, Ministry
Option
of
D, sir.
Education, Government of India.
Option D.
D, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so you all are correct. Samagra Shiksha is of option D, Ministry of Education. Okay. So in
Yes,
the
sir.
chat box also and in the voice, all of you have correctly answered it. Is option D, Ministry of Education. Now, there is something called as ICDS, Integrated Child Development Scheme. Which ministry does that scheme come under? Yes. Integrated Child Development Scheme. So that scheme comes under Ministry of Women and Child Development. There are some schemes where Ministry of Education and Ministry of Women and Child Development have collaborated also. So please remember that. Let us move on to the next question. Okay. Question number 87. Correct chronological order of these initiatives. RTE 2000 option A, option B, option C, option D. Option A is RTE 2009, RPWD 2016, NEP 2020, NCFSE 2023. Option B is NEP 2020, RTE 2009, 2016, 23. So option C is RPWD, NCFSE, RTE, NEP. Then option D is NCFSE, NEP, RPWD, RTE.
Sir, option A, sir.
Okay, someone has said option B. Shailaja said option A, I guess, or Gayatri.
Shailaja, sir, option A.
Okay. So all of you are correct. It's option A. One simple thing here is you can just look at the dates. It goes from 9 to 16 to 20 to 2023. Okay. So this is the correct sequence. RT came first, then RPWD, Right for Persons with Disability, then NEP 2020 National Education Policy, and then National Curriculum Framework for School Education 2023. Moving on to the last question. The Panchakosha framework was introduced in option A, RTE Act 2009, option B, RPWD Act 2016, option C, NCFFS 2022, or option D, NEP 2020.
Option C.
Option C, sir.
So Yukti, Shailaja, Gayatri say it's option C, NCFFS 2022. What about others?
C, sir.
Okay, so as we discussed in today's session, yes, Purvika, Janisha, you all are correct. It's option C, the Panchakosha framework, as we discussed. Okay, the Panchakosha framework was under NCFFS 2022. Okay, so with this, let me see if there is one more question or we have completed. Okay, yes. So with this, we complete today's session on major educational initiatives, right? Today, we have discussed a lot of information. We have discussed the awareness. We have got awareness. We have discussed the questions on recent educational initiatives, that is constitutional provisions, the RTE Act, RPWD Act, NEP 2020, NCFFS, NCFSE 2023, girls education, right? And Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. So students who were not able to attend, or who came late, can always go visit back to the videos on YouTube or reach out to us, and we will share the questions and the materials. So thank you for attending today's class. Supriya, you have raised your hand. Do you have any doubt? Supriya?
No, sir.
Okay, because your hand was raised, I thought you have any doubt. Okay, so thank you all of you. We'll meet in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. So remember, we have
Thank you,
only
sir.
3 topics left now. Once we complete these 3, please let us know which are the areas that you find some difficulty in understanding in the syllabus of teaching aptitude. If you'll give us the specific topics, we'll again conduct special classes covering those important topics so that you'll not have any further doubts. Okay, so please remember that. Saying that, thank you so much for attending today's class and patiently listening to me for an hour. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.